So we've got active duty U.S. Marines patrolling the streets of Los Angeles, not sent by the governor, but sent from Washington, D.C. And meanwhile, the internet is flooding with AI-generated misinformation about what's happening. It's basically the plot of a bad cyberpunk movie. The president sent over 700 active duty Marines into LA with a wave of federalized National Guard troops too, over the explicit objections of the California governor. Why? Protests that came out over ICE raided local businesses and arrested day laborers looking for work outside a Home Depot. Nothing screams national emergency like undocumented immigrants trying to pick up a paint job. Deploying active duty military on U.S. soil for civilian unrest is supposed to be extremely rare and legally limited. That's why we have something called the Posse Comitatus Act, which is Latin for don't send tanks to deal with traffic tickets. Not really, but close. The point is, the federal troops aren't supposed to be doing civilian law enforcement, because that's police work, not soldier work. We do have something called the Insurrection Act. That act allows troops to engage in domestic situations when law and order has completely broken down. But the Insurrection Act is not in effect. So what does this mean practically? It means that the president is deploying troops without the normal legal guardrails. And even though the feds say they are there to protect federal property, videos show troops firing tear gas and rubber bullets at protesters while they're surrounding a donut shop. Journalists are being shot at, and there was a CNN reporter arrested live on air. This is a complex situation involving immigration policy and police violence and economic desperation, and it's being turned into a clean little narrative about violent mobs that need to be stopped. There is a total collapse of any shared understanding of what's even true, because as soon as the protests started, the disinformation machine kicked into high gear. But now it's not just trolls posting nonsense. People are asking AI chatbots to fact check, and the bots are spitting out completely wrong answers with total confidence. People are going to chatbots like Grok and ChatGPT and asking, hey, is this photo of National Guard troops sleeping on the floor from LA in 2025? And the bots say, no, that's from Afghanistan in 2021. Or that's from your backyard right now. And they're just making it up, confidently. And then people are posting these chatbot answers as proof that the media is lying. It's like AI is becoming the new Fox News uncle, except instead of Thanksgiving, it's just every day online. I use ChatGPT a lot. I love it. But you cannot take what it says as gospel. I fact check everything it says to me. This is what happens when social media platforms get rid of their moderation staff. And this is what happens when we start treating machines as prophets just because they sound smart. Real life is messy. Not every protester is peaceful. Not every cop is violent. But when our government responds to protests with military deployment, and we can't even agree on what's real anymore because the facts are buried under AI mistakes and propaganda, that is a recipe for disaster. It's also very authoritarian. Now you have a population that is scared and confused and unable to resist because your population doesn't even know what's happening. If you check with the people in Los Angeles, you'll see that, Los Angeles is this big. The area of protest is about like that in the city. Most people aren't even aware it's happening. So it's important that we don't accept any of this as normal. Soldiers should not be doing crowd control. We should not be just accepting what chatbots say to us. We have to keep asking why people are protesting and not just ask how loud we need to turn up the tear gas. If you care about free speech and civil rights and democracy, or even you just care about what's actually going on in real life, you've got to be skeptical of power, of stories that seem too pat and too clean. Be skeptical of chatbots that pretend to know things that they don't. Be skeptical of leaders who respond to protest with soldiers. Keep going out there, finding the truth. Keep spreading the word about this. Share this video. Spread other legitimate sources of news around. Keep having conversations about all of this. And Thank you to everyone who engages with me, even if you don't agree. The point of these videos and this channel is not to tell you what to think. It is to ask better questions together. We're going to keep it kind, and we're going to keep it human. And we're going to keep looking up.